Are you still in this short win today?
Oh, that stop was a little tight.
Yeah, it popped up just enough to take it out.
Oh, that stop was a little tight. It's okay. That'll be the last trade ever in the history of the planet. No more trades ever. It's all over.
Yeah, I even shot win today in the foot.
Oh, Lulu, that's hilarious. We gotta put Boss Hog on that meme train. I'm gonna add you to that because you'll love this stuff. All right, there's a new one.
I like it.
Oh, I told you I'm adding you to the Lulu meme group. Now you know, Lulu. All of us, all the coaches appreciate those.
I love it.
Oh, wait till you get some of the other ones. It's to say the least, it's very entertaining during the slow periods like this. All right, we got a couple. What, about a minute till the open?
Yeah, we got a W there. It formed off that bottom. Did anybody take it?
We are open for business, though, guys. So let's just be
Oh,
patient.
if you're yeah, if you're not in anything, don't get in it.
Yep. Meaning, if you're not already short, don't do it. How about that?
That's true.
So just be patient, guys. And if we get this range to break and it stays below it, guess what we're doing? Shorting heavy, guys. So those of you out there, especially people on trial, we have a soft rule, hard rule, soft hard rule to wait 6 minutes after the open for most newbies. Really, it's not exactly 6 minutes that we're waiting for. We're really just waiting for the big boys and girls to give us some direction. More consistent traders, bigger accounts, we allow to trade the open. Everybody else should probably just sit on the sideline through the open. Let the market give us a little direction. It usually takes somewhere around 6 minutes to kind of get a really good idea where it wants to go. Sometimes we have that direction at 9:34. Sometimes it's 9:45 before we have that direction. That makes sense, guys? So don't get the FOMO. Oh, there's Trucking. Hey, Trucking, what's up, buddy? Don't get the FOMOs. That's just about to say that. You have his number. I put you in the group. My man, Trucking. Wish there was a way you could make it to boot camp there, buddy.
I wish I could too. I got a few things going on. I'll be
I know.
out of commission.
All right. Those look like the sales signals might have it, but just be patient, guys. We're just waiting here, waiting for the direction. If it wants to be a range day, it's going to pop up, push back up toward the top. If it doesn't want to be a range day, we should see a pretty decent sell signal come here in a little bit. So we'll just be patient, wait for it.
Yeah, you had that double top right there.
Oh, Trucking, just go
And
ahead
that
and sell out and get on down there. Sell out, Trucking, and get on down to boot camp. I know you're not far from it. Might as well get while the getting's good, you know? It's going to be a tough industry to be in for here in the near future. Starting to get a little bit of sell signal. Again, be patient, guys. Aggressive people, you can take advantage of the sell signal here probably. But I think everybody else just be patient. Be patient. Wait the 6 minutes. You got a few more minutes. If you're aggressive, you can take advantage of the sell signal most likely on the ES. But everybody be patient. The YM's trying to move up, so the ES is probably going to follow here in a second. So we're still just being patient, guys. We're waiting for that direction. That's what we're waiting for. Like I said, some days we have it early. Some days it takes us till 9:45 to get a pretty good direction, clear direction on the market. Patience pays. Everybody, you guys know that. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Get out of that. Sell out. It's going to be hard coming up in next couple months to a year. Oh, never, did I ever tell you I almost got into that business, trucking? I have a degree in logistics. And then I was like, nope, there's too many moving parts in this industry for me. Get it? Moving parts. That was supposed to be a joke because he's in the trucking industry. All right. Well, it looks like the markets are going to want to move back up and play this range game today. So
that's it. We had that triple top, and it's
what
gone.
We're going to do. That's what we're going to do then.
And we're off to the races.
Play the range game. Break of the prior swing highs. You guys always know that. You can look at that as a breakout trade for bigger accounts. Break of the prior swing highs. Bigger accounts can look at that as breakout type trades. Smaller accounts, stay away from it. Everybody just be patient. We'll end up with a good signal here pretty soon. ES still in a downtrend. YM still in an uptrend. So still treating this as a trend neutral day right now. I would believe that would be the best thing to do, don't you, guys?
Yes, sir. Well, there's Paul.
Yeah,
I thought you were missing. We can call off. We can call off the search team.
Might be getting a little bit. If you get a little M to form, I think you can take a chance on the short side, guys. Other than that, we'll just wait for you got a nice little M on the YM, a wonky M on the YM there. A little M on the ES. But if you want to be a little bit more patient, be a little bit more patient.
And there's your
6 minutes. You're now free to trade.
You're now free to unhook your seatbelts and roam about the cabin.
There you go. Now free to trade around the world.
Good morning.
You get a fix, Paul. The target's off on the YM. Guys, you got the YM short there that we just pointed out. ES, target's off. All right, who's catching a piece of this? We did say there's going to be two-way trading, range bound.
Gotcha.
ES still in the downtrend. Good job. Good job, Westy. There we go.
Might slow down again a little bit right here at this zone, but it should.
Stops down a little bit more. Yeah. Sorry, boss hog.
No, that's good. It's good.
Yeah. We need get down to probably 7. What was it we used? 785, 86, 785 on the YM. Below that, right at the bottom of the last retracement, should be pretty good. ES stops down a little bit to. I like this prior swing here, so let's use that. So 9, it'd be 950.
I've got 309 even.
309. I think that's a little tight, but that's okay. I like 950. What? No, I mean, 309. Actually, pivot. Yeah. I like it staying behind a tick behind the pivot because you know how sometimes it comes up, tries to tap that pivot, and so I usually like staying a couple ticks behind
that was quick.
That was a pretty quick move.
I'll just sit back and wait for another chance now.
And if you followed my stops, you're still in the trade. Probably going to be flat anyway, but lot of
Pontification.
What's the word I'm looking? A lot of people pontificating today. We got the FOMC at 9.
Basically,
home sales.
Talking bobbleheads.
The bobbleheads. Yeah, we got the 1 p.m. and then obviously 4 p.m. They, I think they found out to not let Powell speak during the day.
Did anybody take this W trade? Did anybody jump on that W?
Obviously, you guys
Green
are flat
Jeans.
on short.
Good job, Green Jeans.
Still short on the YM. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, that's us.
Squeeze those stops down on the YM a little bit, probably. Maybe. Anybody still short on the YM, you might want to think about being flat too with the ES running up. So squeeze your stops down. You might want to think about being flat on the YM as well. So we actually have this is an interesting thing, Eddie. We actually have 2 thoughts on entries with W trades. If you're confident on the W, we have what we call the second leg entry, where you try to enter the leg on the second leg of the W when it breaks this little candle here. Or the midpoint entry is the common entry for most people. This midpoint entry. Another little sell signal. I think, guys, let's just slow it down a little bit, guys, and don't rush into anything super fast right now.
Yes.
Obviously, if you're in the long trade, you can have your stops in, but
it's what is it? Herky jerky this morning. It's
that's the official term. Herky
jerky. That's comfortable.
Well, that is it. Well, you look at the YM. I mean, you got candles all over the place on the YM here. Wicks everywhere. YM's all chopping around. Stay away from that for now. ES, it's giving you a little bit better swings. Got a nice little consolidation. Almost treat this like an M trade if you wanted to. But I think we just give it just a second longer. I'd like to, I mean, honestly, go back to what we talked about earlier, guys. We'd like to see it trading out of this area now, right? So what do we say?
SOH.
What do we always say, guys? Sit on your hands. What is it here? Tell me what this. Tell me what that stands for. Ooh.
No signal, no trade.
Good
no
guess.
Something, no trade.
No swing, no trade.
No swing, no trade.
Good, Lulu. I'm glad you're getting that down now. That's good. All right. I mean, again, guys, you've had a pretty good chance this morning. A couple easy trades before the open. Nice little easy short trade after the open, after that little run up. And now we get choppiness. So just be patient. If you really want to take a shot on things, do it with the W's and the M's. Is that fair enough to say, guys? Paul, Boss Hog?
Yes, sir. That's
I would confirm anything that you do this morning with something that looks like a W and M. How about that? Fair enough, guys?
Crystal clear.
Okay. I would seriously confirm anything you do this morning with a W or an M. No V bottoms, no V tops, unless you. One thing that I would look at that when the day pointed at, so guys, don't get tunnel vision on the tick chart. Don't get tunnel vision on that. Probably start looking for an M trade, but I would still chill out a little bit on the YM. You guys had a good short trade already. It's just too choppy on the YM, guys. You could play maybe the M on the ES that we just pointed out. Targets have to get off quick. Now you can have your sell stops in, like we said, below the range. You definitely want to be short. So on the YM, probably want to be short. Want to be short on the YM.
If it can get below 402 right here, it should have clear selling for a little ways.
Anybody hear me? Anybody
Only
listening?
yes. Does anybody understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yeah. And you're looking for the same thing on the ES, guys. Like Coach Boss, I was about to say Coach Wilbur. Boss Hog just said, Coach Wilbur. Same thing on the ES. Treat that
Coach
like
Hog.
a Crable trade. All right. Did anybody follow my instructions and get short on the YM? Get your targets off. Anybody do it? We talked about this morning, getting short below that area. Anybody do that on the YM? ES is coming right up. So you probably want to follow those directions as well. Or just be patient, wait for a swing. Yeah. Drops down on the YM. And if you did do the short on the ES, the M short stops down, looking at being flat now. And if you're sitting on the sidelines, I applaud you. We were just saying herky jerky. So it's okay to miss a trade, guys. Don't get FOMO. Please don't get FOMO this morning. Please. Can I say that again? Please
No
don't get
FOMO.
FOMO this morning.
Hey,
You don't have to press a button every time we talk through something. Don't have to do it. Don't have to do it. Now you're starting to get some swings. So if you get a decent sell signal in the zone here, both YM, ES, you could probably take a look at that. Now, what would the sell signal be, guys? And
M.
M?
M.
Still looking like a two-way trading day. Even though you got that one little push down, start looking for an M. You get a nice little rejection wick or something. I would rather it be an M, guys, to be honest with you. M's and W's. M's and W's right now. That's it. All right. M's and W's. M's and W's. Starting to get a little wonky M on the ES. Still want you guys doing M's and W's right now. That's the safest way to play it, I think. Either of you two want to chime in on that? Do you agree?
I really don't want to trade in that zone right there. It's just been in that mess for a while. Between 408, 308 and 305.
I mean, I'm late to the
Probably
party.
not a bad
so
idea either.
Hey, I'm being
ahead,
cautious
Paul.
because I said I'm late to the party with my ninja problem, so I'm being cautious. I agree. I don't really want to be in this. I want it to break out some direction. I'll wait. Be patient. Or like you said, it had to be a clear cut M for me. Or watch it just break out.
There you go, guys. Most of you, if you're still struggling to be consistent, you probably just want to be a little bit more patient. Everybody else, look for a clear cut M. Get a little bit of first touch rule here on the YM. But if you do it, take the targets pretty quick. About to get a set. You actually got a sell signal on the ES as well.
Yep.
But again, take your targets quick if you're doing that. First touch rule in the YM. Sell signal in the ES from a prior swing. YM. Bring your stops down to a no lose. ES. Targets off. Stops to a no lose. And enjoy the ride down, ladies and gentlemen. For while it lasts. Enjoy the ride down. YM, you're staying short right now. Move your stops a little bit more. Yes, you probably drop your stops a couple more ticks. Pushes through this time, we're going to be going down, guys. If it pushes through. If it doesn't, again, you've taken a few ticks out of the trade, got a little cheddar in your pocket, and decent little trade on your hands. If it doesn't take your stops and it keeps pushing through, we're probably going to end up with a runner. So just have your stops in. Don't be too close. Lock in a couple of ticks. Might be getting a little bit of a W here. So just have your stops ready to go. And if the W doesn't form, you're still on the short side. If it does, you may take a look at the long trade. There you go. See how that works, guys? Boom. It's a two-way trade all day. Now, again, we are officially in a downtrend now. So I want to put a little, unless the prior swing highs, right? Now you're looking at prior swing highs. Everybody pay attention. Now you're looking at prior swing highs. If price doesn't break that, same on the YM, price doesn't break that, you can still take the sell signals. Like the next first touch rule on the YM, I would still like for it to be with a little M or some kind of something like here on the ES. See how it just started stopping? Like I call this a tiny M. Get something like that. You can take that sell signal. Something like this, take the sell signal. A more clear-cut M, take the sell signal. Like this, you can take the sell signal. Other than that, don't take it. Again, like I said, you had the W long, so you guys can trade that on both sides. Watching the prior swing highs. If they get broken, chill out on the short trades for a bit.
If ES breaks 312, we should be going up good. And it's broke. Well, it's close to it.
In there. So again, if you get that nice little topping pattern, you can take a shot at the short side of things with the sell signal.
Oh.
There's a tick rule. Still prefer the M's, guys. Again, you want the M's. You want to see some kind of rejection here again. You get another rejection here, then you can take a shot at the short, right? Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Get another little rejection. Probably take a shot at short. Okay. Same with the YM. You get a little rejection here. A little M to form. You can probably take a shot at that short again. If you don't get it, you don't take it. Now, here's the good thing about this. On these M's here, probably okay to be a little late to the party. A couple ticks late to the party is not going to kill you. Be patient. Don't just jump in anything. You want that clear cut top in an area that gives you a very good sell stop, right? So that would be a tick below the low. So you don't get into something that's not, so that's something that is a fake out. Let's put it that way. And if the prior swings stay broken, probably going to run back up to where we started at. So just be patient. This is typical for a two-way trading day. Slow it down. You guys have had chances, right? Got some nice little M's to trade on, a couple of nice little W's to trade on. And I'm with Boss Hog and Paul on this. Be patient a little bit. Let it break out of this tight little range. Same for the YM over here. Let it stay outside of this area. Start playing ball. Outside of this area, play ball.
Okay, it's broke 315. There we go.
All right.
That's what I kept hoping it would do.
Are you long? Or are you just watching?
Oh, I'm long. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe tell us next time.
I told you when it
He
broke
did
out of
say-
that range. When it broke out of that range,
Okay.
it's
He did say
consolidation right there. That was when I got in. I got in at 309. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Anybody else follow that logic? Break of the prior swing high on the long signal. Anybody else follow that logic? Good morning, Coach Low Kev.
Morning, Coach.
Good morning, Coach. Kev.
Everybody? Prior swing high. Talk through it a little bit there, guys. Nobody did it?
Miss Lulu is loving
Okay,
her
that's okay.
lines. They're working too, aren't they, Lulu? We're working good. Good job, Lulu.
Yes, still in a downtrend slightly. I mean, again, guys, look at this. This is really trend neutral day. So right now, just think of it as trend neutral day, still two-way trading environment. So again, don't get FOMO on missing out on trades this morning. Please don't get FOMO on missing out on trades. There's going to be, okay, let's go back to this. First thing we said, could see good size swings today. All right, we're already seeing swings, and now we're starting to see good size swings. Don't get caught on the wrong side. What do I mean by that? Use multiple points of confluence today. Same as yesterday. The market breaks out of the current.
Don't ying when you
range.
should yang.
Don't ying when you should ring.
Yes, and when it breaks out of that consolidation, it's most of the time going to continue in that direction. That's it should have kept going. Came out of that consolidated area. It's also in a little small range.
Wait here. Let
area.
me explain this a different way, guys. Let me explain this a different way. What Boss Hog's saying is exactly what I tell you guys. How many times have we talked about these prior swing highs being broken, becoming somewhat of a buy signal, right? Prior swing lows being broken, being somewhat of a sell signal. We've talked about this a lot of time, right, guys? Hello. Especially when you're in a tight range. So again, you're being very patient. Got a little bit of an M starting to form on the top here, but I would just be a little patient now. If you're not in anything, don't just jump right into the long side of things. Still don't think we need to go away from two-way trading environment. We'll go away from that if the markets get out of the range that they're in, and they're not. Still trading in the range. Again, what range am I talking about, guys? I'm not talking about the range that you see here on the range chart. Talking
That's
about
where
the
the
range
deer
you
and the
see.
buffalo roam, isn't it?
What's that?
That's where the deer and the buffalo roam.
So I'm not talking about the range chart, guys. I'm talking about the 15-minute chart. Look at the range. Still playing ball in that range on the 15-minute chart, both the YM and the ES. As long as they're playing ball there, two-way trading environment. So look for the M. If they do break out on the top side, you want to be long heavy. So we're keeping our eyes on the 15-minute chart. Got a resistance probably right in that area on the YM. Let's do this. Mark this range off here.
And you are correct, Lope. Don't put all your eggs on one basket. Now you can put them in the basket, but don't put them on it because you will break them.
All right. Maybe you're getting a little bit of an M now here on the top side. Just being patient.
Good morning, Farouk.
Morning, Farouk.
Everybody's still in this long, or is anybody still in this long?
Okay, that's all right. We have plenty of trades. Again, guys, you got a lot of easy trades this morning, right? So don't get FOMO. I keep yelling, don't get FOMO, don't get FOMO, don't get FOMO. There'll be plenty of trades. Plenty of trades, guys. Pending home sales. And right now. And again, guys, we're still kind of playing ball in that range on the ES and the YM. So if you want to take a look at a short, make sure it's a pretty defined M here. You want some kind of topping pattern. If not, obviously we've changed to an uptrend. Well, still mixed signals, right, guys? So we're gonna keep referring to the range here. If it stays above the range or stays at the top of it, then we want to do those buy signals. Even aggressive people could probably look at this maybe as a bull flag if you wanted to, but I don't think people should be chasing. I think if you get a pretty good defined M at top of the range, take a chance on the short side. And then once you see it swing down, you can look back at a long trade. So there's your two options. You get decently defined M, you can do the short trade or wait for it to swing down and look for a buy signal. Aggressive people, again, can treat this like a bull flag. Okay, aggressive people can treat this like a bull flag. Other than that, be patient. All right, so there are your options. Pretty simple, straightforward. You either take a very well-defined M on the short side, do nothing, wait for the swing down for the long signal. Or if you're aggressive, treat this like a bull flag. Some bigger accounts. On the YM, same type of deal. Those are your options. Now, why do I give you 3 options? Because I don't know what's in your trade plan. Is that fair enough, guys? You guys should have your personal trade plan. If you can do bull flags and you have the account to do it. If you don't do it. You don't touch them. Any kind of flag pattern, as far as that goes. If your trade plan says I gotta wait for a swing with multiple points of confluence, that's what I put in the comments this morning, right? Use multiple points of confluence. So, for instance, coming into resistance, it's in a zone, getting a sell signal.
Not interrupt
Take a
you, but
chance on that.
the ES the ES just had 4 chances at that top. It just stopped at 4 spots, 4 candles in a row. So it should be sell signal.
Should be setting up to be a little bit of one. So just have a sell stop in if you want to be on the short side. If not, what did we say? Wait for the swing down and then get another buy opportunity. YM, same thing. Same type of rejection here on the YM. So if you want to have a sell stop in, you can look at that or be patient, let it swing down, look for the buy signal. You got a runner starter? Nice. I guess that would end up being a little bit of a runner on the long side there. Nice.
Good job,
Good job, Sarter. And that's probably going to get you done for the day, right? I would hope so. Or at least close to it, right? Yeah. I mean, again, look at it. Sarter, here's what I'm looking at. If I were you, I would be done for the day unless the market trades outside of the range. Right? Both YM, ES. I would be done for the day because this is tough trading for a lot of people when the markets are acting like this, right? Range bound markets. Now, if you did the M on the YM, get your targets off. Yes, you had your sell stop in if you wanted to do the short. And look for a little swing down. And if you're not short, you're just waiting for a swing down for a long signal. So those that are short, again, targets off. Stops to a no lose. And looks like you're getting a little first touch for a buy signal, but stops to a no lose.
Yeah.
You have a first touch rule. So make sure your stops are a no lose on the short side. If you did it. There you go. Selling from the top of the range. See how that works, guys? Is that complicated? That wasn't complicated, was it? Now you can, those of you looking for the buy signals can look for a buy signal now. Like the 9-tick rule or 16-tick rule. Still think we got a little bit more of ways to go down. So those that are short, just have your stops in. Those that are looking for a long trade, look for a 9-tick rule, 16-tick rule. YM's giving you a nice little W here. Action for the long side. ES, first touch rule, 9-tick rule. And there you go. See how those options played out, guys? So whether you're waiting for the short trade on the M, you got a little piece of that, or if you're waiting for the swing down and the buy signal, you got that. Now your targets are off on the long side. All right. Who's following that and who's doing that? That's pretty straightforward, I think, guys, right? Both YM, ES gave you really clean first touch rules, so you guys could have taken that long as per instructions. So who followed the first touch rule on the long side? Anybody? Done for the day. Nice job, Lope. Good job, Farouk. Nobody else got the long? I think I said it, right, Boss Hog, Paul? I said wait for the swing down.
Yes, you did.
Take the long signal if you're waiting for that. If you wanted to do the short, you could do both. Take the short. Once you get the long signal, reverse it and do the long after the swing down. It's pretty much what I said, right, guys?
Yep.
Yep. Sure did.
You had and you had confluence on the long signal. Pretty darn good confluence. Prior swing on the ES. First touch rule. Momentum's up. IM, actually, same thing. Prior swing. First touch rule. Little W. Momentum's up. That's called confluence. Multiple things that point us out that we can point out to say, okay, that makes sense to trade. Told you guys to wait for the swing down. Take the long trade if that's what you're waiting on is a long trade. Do that. So you could have taken both. A little short, then reverse on the first touch rule for the long trade. Now, I don't want you guys reversing all the time. What I want you to do is pick a side, right? So you either took the short and you went flat and you were happy with some of your ticks, or you waited for the swing down and you took the long trade. Those were your two options. All right, stops up a little bit, lock in a couple more ticks. Still trying to battle this top here, so just lock in a couple ticks, guys. Leave your stop in a spot where maybe if it doesn't want to take you out, say stop on the ES still has to be no lose. YM, you can probably lock in a couple ticks there. And you never know which one's going to be the runner, guys. So that's why you trade. Now, again, most of you that took those trades earlier, you guys that got the short trades earlier, got to start thinking about being done for the day, right? Again, range bound day. What's it been doing? It's been chopping at the top and chopping at the bottom. Deaton. Hey, Deaton, what's up?
Yeah, I was just saying, hey, Deaton, haven't seen you in a while.
Nice job. Getting done for the day. Great job, guys. All right, we got like 5 people done for the day, so we might as well give these guys a gong. We got Lope, Deaton. Starter should be done for the day. I think, let's see, who else is done for the day? A couple other people. Lope. Starter. All right, you guys gong. Let's give these guys a gong real quick. You guys just have your stops in on the long side. That's all you got to do. Locked in a cup. What do we always say? Pay yourself to stay in a trade, right, guys? Pay yourself to stay in a trade. So now that you've gotten a little retracement, you can probably move your stop up a little bit. A couple ticks on the ES, maybe 21 on the ES now. On your stop. On the YM, stop up just a couple more ticks, probably 834. Nice, Deaton. Doing it in the car, too. How about that? On the road. That's tough. You definitely, now that you're green, be done for the day. All right. Those 5 of you that are done for the day, 5 or 6 that are done for the day, great job. And here is your gong. And those of you on trial, we celebrate victories, people being done for the day. I think more than 5 people should be done for the day after those short trades this morning, but that's what it is. Here you guys go. Those of you that are done, great job. Great work, everybody. That's done for the day. I like it. Love seeing people be done for the day. Thank you, sir. Have a great day. See ya. Trading on the road. Just doesn't want to push through the top of the range, guys. Just doesn't want to do it. So now what do we do? What do we do? Every time we see something like this, what do we say? Well, let's talk through it again. Do you really want to buy into the highs? You sit on your hands for a minute. So we're going to sit on our hands for a minute. Talk through this. Do you really want to try buying into the highs? That's probably not the smartest idea on the planet. What would you rather have do? You'd rather see the market break above the highs, swing back down, take the next trade. Make sense, guys? Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, it does.
Ladies and gentlemen, women and children of all ages. Aggressive people can take a break out of that, but everybody else most likely just wait for it to swing above these highs, get a little retracement, take the next trade. There's been plenty of trades this morning, guys. Plenty. Now, if you really think that this is going to stay range bound, where do you put your sell stop? There's a good question for you. What about this? How many times have you seen this, guys? You really want to be selling below that power swing low, and you want to be buying above the highs. You don't want to do something in the chop. Is that good logic?
Yes, it is.
Coach Paul, Boss Hog, good logic, guys.
Yes, it is.
So same thing on the YM here. You want to trade above the highs. Don't trade the chop. Trade above the highs or below the prior swing on the short side. One or the other. Same on the YM. You guys look at the market. Chop. You want to trade that? Be my guest. Get blow your account up, or just, you know what? Donate your whatever money you have in your account to me and Boss Hog, and we'll happily take it if you want to trade the chop. Because that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna give your money back to the market. Might as well give it to us, right?
Yeah. If it's free, it's for me.
Seriously though, guys. You want to give your money to the markets? Might as well donate it to us. Don't trade the chop. That's the only point I'm trying to make. Had plenty of opportunity this morning, so you just be patient. You want to trade below here on the YM, same thing, below here or above the highs. Now, if you get a good little swing down and a good buy signal, then you can take that. If the market stays below the prior swings, you want to be on the short side. What a novel concept. You guys following along with that? No swing, no trade. So if we break the low here, there's a good chance the market's going back down toward the bottom of the range. If it doesn't, you get a nice little W. You want to take a buy signal. How about that? Fair enough? Everybody understand that? Does that make sense? Is that logical, people? Give me like more than just Farouk, King David, and Lulu. Okay? Fritz. Okay? Thank you. Everybody else, where you guys at? Come on. What are you guys doing out there? And you better not be pressing buttons. I mean, again, aggressive people, like I said, can be short below that swing. So aggressive people can be short below the swing low. Everybody else, maybe wait for a little W buy signal. If the YM wants to follow, you can do the same thing. Everybody else, just be patient. Wait for a buy signal. Aggressive people, you shorted below the lows here. It's how you don't trade chop. Now, you get your targets off. Targets off. Stops to a no lose. Enjoy your ride back down to the bottom of the range. Same on the YM. All right. Who is following along with that logic? We just spelled it out way in advance. Everybody should have had plenty of time to be able to understand how to play that and do that. Maybe you want to squeeze your stops a little bit now. Starting to get a little bit of a buy signal, or I already got the buy signal on the ES. So like I said, guys, those that were waiting, get the swing down. Now you got the buy signal. Hey, look at that. So neutral trend, neutral day. What do you do as a trader who's struggling to be profitable on a trend neutral day? A range bound day. You pick a side, okay? You don't get yourself in a what's the word I'm trying to use here? Dual mindset, right? So those of you, right? Does that make sense, guys? Don't get a dual mindset. If you're struggling to be profitable, you're not trading both ways. Only advanced traders are taking both longs and shorts. I said that earlier this morning too, guys. Don't press a button at everything we talk about. In a trend neutral day, range bound day, pick a side, long or short. Take those trades, especially if you're struggling to be profitable. Why? Because it gives you one thing to focus on. Most people, unless you're extremely advanced as a trader, you can't turn around and take this short. Here, let me do it on the ES then, guys. You can't take this short. Most people don't have the mentality to take the short and say, okay, there's a good buy signal. Let me turn around and get the long signal. So you pick a side in a trend neutral day. Is that fair to say, guys? So good job on the little short trade.
Absolutely.
Did anybody grab that long signal 9 tick rule, 16 tick rule when I said? Good job, Eddie.
Nice, Eddie.
Hey, Eddie's got it. King David, good job. I was a little late to it. The long signal on the ES and YM had already fired, but again, on a range bound day, that's this big of a range. What do I tell you guys usually on a day like today? Is it okay to be a little late to the party on a day like today? Is it okay to be a little late to the party on a day like today? Oh, the
Yes,
answer is
sir.
yes. Most days, I'm telling you, don't be late to the party. Today, you got a huge range. We're getting good size swings. I think that was in the daily plan, right? All right, here we go. Could see good side swings. I think that's happening. Check. Don't get caught on the wrong side. What does that mean? Nobody asked. Well, I'm telling you now, pick a side. Pick a side, guys. Pick a side. Either you want to be on the short side, you want to be on the long side. Now, I think we got what 4 or 5 people in the long trade. No, I got a couple YM people. You guys are probably looking at being flat here on the YM because you're getting the sell signal at the top of the range again. But I would probably hold off on that for a little bit. I just think we're being a little aggressive here. But I mean, it's still holding true. The sell signals are working and the buy signals are working. So it's just don't want you guys getting stuck on the wrong side. So if you're a trend trader, what are you doing? Waiting for the swing down, taking a buy signal.
That was a small M on the ES. Anybody take that?
A little tiny M on the short side. YM had a short on the zone. All right. Again, guys, I don't want you guys over trading either. 2 or 3 good trades, slow it down. After 2 or 3 good trades, slow it down. Now, here, this is what I do know. We're coming into 10:30 here soon. I know there's a few people that are red because they got caught on the wrong side. They got caught chasing probably. That's okay. If you need some ticks, now's the point where you got to let me know. If you need some ticks, you're red a little bit. Let me and Boss Hog know. We will find you some ticks. Those of you on the short side, just throw your stops down. And you guys are waiting for a decent little buy signal. Everybody else is. All right, Farouk, we need some ticks. So we're just going to be patient. If you're not, are you short in this trade, Farouk, or are you flat? Ball's back. He's talking with his mic on mute, guaranteed. Oh, Paul left again. Okay. All right. Let's keep that little green for now. Keep that little green. So, again, guys, there's not, even though we're getting good swings, we're not getting really good direction from the market. Is that a fair way to say it, Boss Hog?
Yeah, it's not giving anything clear right now. It's just
Yeah. So what here's the novel concept I gave you guys, right? What do we always say about stuff like this? And I just told you guys earlier. Let it swing out of it and take the next trade. So if you did that, that worked, right? Same thing on the YM here. We always say, don't trade the chop. Let it swing out. No swing, no trade, right? We just said it. We talked through this, guys. We talked you guys through how to play this. If you didn't want to do the short, you just patiently waited for the buy signal. And you got a really clean buy signal on the YM. Got a really clean buy signal on the ES here. Now you're probably getting a little bit of a W, it looks like. YM, you already had the buy signal. But I think everybody needs to be patient at this point. Settle it down a little bit. Calm it down. Calm it down. Let's get some direction out of this thing. This is all right. So here's the deal. Think about this, guys. If you're looking at a YM, if you didn't do the short trade on the breakout and you didn't do the long trade, or you didn't do this short trade on the M, if you're trying to trade now, you're chasing. You're gambling. You're just chasing. This is gambling trading now. If you didn't trade from the swings, you're gambling at this point. Same on the ES, right? Didn't trade from the swings. Now you're gambling. Now you're chasing. Now you become an unprofessional trader. And we want professional traders. We want you guys to act professional, be professional. So what, as a professional trader, what do you have to do sometimes? You've got to be willing to miss a move to catch the next move. How about that? How about that, guys? How many times have we talked through this? How many times? All right, members, let's do this. Come on, guys. There's nothing to do right now for a minute. Just we're watching the charts. If we see a trade come up, we're going to talk you through it. How many times have we said when it starts chopping, let it swing out of the chop and take the next trade? How many times have we said that, guys? Somebody, anybody. Come on.
nobody's talking this morning. Come on. Many. King David says many times. That's
Many
it.
times. Many times. Jackson's in 27-minute rocking chair. I think, yeah, maybe wait 27 minutes now from the prior swing. That might be a novel idea as well. So only a few people have heard me say this. And with 1030 reversal to The downside, maybe? I don't know. I guess it could reverse. I mean, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Reverse to going left on the charts.
I was gonna say, yeah,
This is-
it can go left.
It's going to stop going right, start going left. All right, but for real, guys, come on. How many times you guys have done this over and over and over and over? Members, now people on trial, I don't expect you guys to be doing this. Newer members, I don't expect you guys to be doing this. But members that have been around for a while, maybe look for the W on the ES. You might be getting a little bit of a buy signal on the YM, but again, it's in the middle here, so only people who are big green so far take a stab at it. Only people that are big green take a stab at this buy signal.
You talked me into it. I've already taken one off.
There you go. All right. See how that works? Being a little patient, waiting for a little W to form. Swing down. Anybody grabbing that? Anyone grabbing it other than Boss Hog?
Green jeans.
Good job. Again, I do think that's all right, Eddie. You've done good so far, Eddie. So sit on your hands for a little bit. Pass on some trades. Good job, Westy. Farouk, good job. It's okay, King David. Lulu, that's okay. I'm telling you guys, if you pass on some trades today, that's okay. All right, targets off. Stops to a no lose, whatever that is for you. Because we're still in the middle of this little chop zone. So it's a good little scalp trade. Couple ticks out of that. Now, again, back to the point where we're going to be patient. Why was that? Again, so this is fun. This goes right back to Tuesday's class, right? Why that becomes a good trade and this doesn't. YM. Why this became a good trade and that didn't. We talked about it in Tuesday's class. Back to the bottom of the range again. Still mixed trend, still trend neutral, guys. We're not calling it an uptrend or a downtrend. We're calling it trend neutral right now, guys. You see it on the charts. Still playing ball in the range, guys. Still playing ball in the range. There's your 1030 reversal.
Pop down in that zone. See if it should go back up.
Oh, Jackson, good job. Good job, Jackson. You left. I would definitely take one off at the bottom of the range, Jackson, and then
Yes.
leave one. But you already know to do that, don't you? That's okay. Just trying to learn, Eddie. You're on trial, man. It takes somebody 2 to 3 weeks to really get in tune with what we're doing. And today's a rough day, right? Range bound days tend to be tough for a lot of people. Range bound days tend to be tough for a lot of people, which is why I would really emphasize to get your trades off early, guys, and then relax, slow down. You had some really clean short chances earlier, and then things got a little rough to look at. Hindsight's 2020. You look back and say, oh yeah, we could have done this, could have done that, could have done this, could have done that. No. What did we actually say this morning on the ES? Right? Let's go back, look at it, guys. Think about it. How many times this morning, just this morning, did we say, hey, look, nice little sell signal. Boom. Nice little sell signal. We had a nice little sell signal. We had, I don't know, did we talk through this one? I don't think we talked through that one. No. And then we said, okay, above the prior swing high, we're going to watch the prior swing highs and look for the long signal. So you had some pretty good opportunities on the short side this morning. And that should be enough for most people to make their day. I'd probably take one off here, Jackson. If you haven't already. All right, Eddie. And now you just hold on to that. That's a, I don't know what you typically do, but that would be probably done for the morning status, Eddie. 777. 777. Yeah, like I said, I think you probably want to take them off or be flat. And there's your buy signal from the bottom of the range. Right, just be patient. Unless you already took it. Bottom of the range, out of a zone, both YM, ES. A little bit of a buy signal. Not you get the zone, but what else do you have in confluence? Well, you came from the bottom of the range, right? Some prior swings around this area. Prior swings around this area on the YM. All right, those on the long side. Stops up a little bit. See how that works, guys? Anybody following along with that? Anyone? Yeah, good job, Green Jeans, King David. You really have to be fast with execution, entries, exits, taking trades against momentum. Yeah, you need to. So, King David, yeah. So, what do you do in an environment like this? You have your buy stop in when you start seeing it get down into a zone. You just have your buy stop in, and it probably would have been right around the pivot for that. And you got to be quick at taking your targets off. That way, you can get to a no lose pretty quick. Same on the YM here. You have your buy stop in, quick at getting your targets off, and stops up to a no lose because you are possibly going to be getting a sell signal. So those of you on the long side, just squeeze your stop up a little bit. Squeeze your stops up a little bit. Two-way trading day, guys. This is it. It's okay, Farouk. Get a little bit in. Guys, I'm telling you, there's only been one opportunity at a runner on the ES today. I don't even think the YM's giving you even close. You could have possibly, the YM's giving you a chance at a runner. That's it. One. You've had a chance at one runner today. So don't expect a ton of things to run for you. Lock in the profits you want locked in. And if you get a sell signal here on the first touch rule, maybe you think about going flat. If you don't get a sell signal, have your stop on the long side. Just in. Mixed trend again still. So what do you do in the middle, guys? Again, back in the middle. Be patient. Be patient. Let this thing run up to the upside. Or sit on the hands. So that's called chop. That's it, guys. So you let it swing. Look how many times this has happened today, guys. Look at look how many times. Get the chop, let it swing, take the next trade. Pick a side. Maybe you take the swing from the downside or the long side. Get the chop, let it swing, take the next trade. Let it swing, take the next trade. Chop, let it swing, take the next trade. Chopping around, let it swing, take the next trade. Or take it on the short side. Look how many times that's happened, guys. So do you think that's going to change? It's probably going to be the theme of the morning. A little chop. All right, let me ask you guys this. So how many people took heed to the morning plan? Could see good side swings. Don't get caught on the wrong side, meaning pick a side. Must have multiple points of confluence. So you've had about 3 or 4 trades that have given you pretty good multiple points of confluence. And we're not going heavy on any trades right now until we get outside of the range on the 15-minute chart. So you're trading lightly until the range gets broken. Well, guess what? The range is not broken. I would call that a plan that's working, wouldn't you guys? Anybody agree with that? I would call that a plan that worked. All right, thank you. Because you know what I love?
I love it when a plan comes together.
Really love it when a plan comes together. Love it when a plan comes together. So as long as you followed that and you heeded what I said this morning, take a few trades, don't get caught in the chop, use good multiple points of confluence. Those of you out there over trading, you need to stop over trading. Stops up a little bit more on the long side for the ES. Who I know I've got 3 people long on the YM right now. I don't know how many are long on the ES. Anybody long on the ES?
I'm one of them. Let's see.
All right.
Green
Call
jeans
stops.
is flat.
Flat. Okay, so you got one long. So you can call stops on the ES. YM, probably want to think about being flat here in a second, or at least just have your stop under
Yeah.
this little swing here. You're getting a little M formation on the YM, so you might get a sell signal on the ES in a second, but just have your stops down here. 796. 796. It's a good stop. 796 on the ES. I mean on the YM. Thanks, King David. Thank you. There's your M on the ES. But don't think you want to take that on the short side just yet. Maybe you do. If you do, get your targets off quick. Flat on the YM. Got the little M on the YM as well. Again, if you do it, take your targets quick. Or just don't do it. Back in the middle, right, guys? Back in the middle. It's the same stuff. Same thing over and over and over, right? It's the same thing over and over and over, right, guys?
Yep.
When it gets back to the middle here, don't trade it. Wait for it to swing out. Next swing, take the next trade.
If you're good at the 9-tick rule, just hey, just keep an eye on that.
Are you talking about on the long side?
Yeah.
You have your 16-tick rule as well on the YM. Good eye, Boss Hog.
There we go.
Good
That was
eye,
easy.
Boss
That
Hog.
was easy. Right there.
Good eye. Targets off. Even if you got in a little late on the YM, target's off. Yes. Boss Hog caught it immediately. So you guys should have your targets off on that if you did it. Good eye. But again, I think most people, those of you who are still struggling to be consistent, this is not your trade. You're struggling to be consistent. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on a starts with an S and ends with a G, I think.
A swing.
Swing. Now you're getting one. All right. Who did the 9 tick or 16 tick long? There, guys. That Coach Wilbur pointed out. And then I immediately yelled 16 tick rule on the YM. Anybody doing that? Getting a little piece of the long side. Anybody? Dean's getting a little piece. And again, if you're not in the trade, for most people in the club, if you're not in the trade, I'm not worried about this. That's okay. Be patient. Now, what you could be is be happy that you guys did the long trade from the bottom of the range, right? You'd be happy with that. Lining up the stops. Let's see, YM now, those that re-entered, same two people, always 822 I like right now on the YM. Boss Hog, what's your stop on the ES?
On ES
Breaker.
ES right now is 19.5. Because it's up in that zone now. It's going to play around in it. Should. I'd like to see it break out at the top and continue. Of course, fat people like me would like donuts too.
You are not fat. That is the furthest thing from anything that you could think of. Back to the top of the zone. So here's where the rubber meets the road, guys. Break out on the top of the zone. Then we can start being a little bit heavier on the trades. If it doesn't break out the top of the zone, you can look for the sell signal. So the only thing you want to sell, guys, large bone people with undeveloped muscle. Oh, there you go, Damien. Yeah, you want to really clear to find M if you want to sell it. Now, obviously, both are in an uptrend. ESYM are in an uptrend now, so you want to give a little bit more, probably a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for? A little more
Edge.
credence. Yeah, a little bit more credence to the buy signals at this point.
Plus your momentum's up on your ES. So when it consolidates like this, it should once again break out in the same direction it's going.
This is why we have stops. All right, YM, your stop's up a little bit to 834. That might be a little tight, but we are at the top of the range.
ES up to 321, bottom of the range. Make it 321.25. There we go. It's coming out the range. It should go.
Now run, puppy, run. Again, guys, if you want to private message me, if you need some ticks, don't be embarrassed. We will help. This is what we're here for. We'll help you get the ticks you need. Farouk, I want you to keep your green. So let's just be patient, Farouk. Which I think Farouk already said that. So we're good with that. Anybody else, you can private message me. Let me know that you need a couple ticks. If you don't want to say it in the public chat, you can private message the coach. And while you guys are on the long side or waiting for an entry to get back long, still toying with that range though, guys.
It still don't want to. A candle don't want to print outside that range. It keeps breaking back in.
All right, let's do this real quick for the trial people. Those of you on trial, draw your eyes over to the. We're gonna do this really fast. Those of you on trial, draw your eyes over to the ES chart. We're gonna keep an eye on it there. But please, you can. I believe you guys on trial. You're gonna have access to the. There's a little bit of a sell signal starting to form, so you might want to squeeze your stops. Boss Hog, you call it ES stops. YM. Probably thinking about.
Yeah,
Well, leave your stop in place. All right, guys. Real fast. Those of you on trial, please log in. If you haven't logged into Liberty Trading Club, log in to Liberty Trading Club. Go to the members area. You'll be able to access the room here. On the right-hand side is really what I want you to look at. Download the toolkit. I believe you get to use that for 7 days. No charge to you. Download Liberty Toolkit that comes with the zones and our buy and sell signals that you see on the chart. And then you can just start working your way down. Our indicators are here so that if you want to replicate the indicators, you don't have an indicator, you can do that. And then we have some videos here for you to watch to help you get an idea of what we're talking about here and what we're looking for as far as trades go. There'll be a few videos here for you guys to watch. So to make sure to go through those videos at 9 p.m. tonight, make sure to make it to the member meetup and trade review at 9 p.m. Those of you on trial. And then members, those of you that are members, obviously you guys want to read the books. Those of you that are members, down here at the bottom, all you have to do is click on your referral area, affiliate area, or referral area. It's going to give your link to share with people, and it tracks everything for you. Obviously, I don't have anything because I don't have to refer people. If
ES
you want to
up
refer people,
to move your stop up to 23.25 on your ES.
and to
Go
finish
right
up
ahead.
real quick, make sure to join the Discord and download the mobile app for the trade room. All right, there you go. Trial people, join the Discord, download the mobile app for the trade room. Make sure to read the books. We do have a tax consultant that is amazing. Members, use your referral tab. Trial people, make sure to watch the videos and get to the member meetup tonight for those of you on trial. And then make sure to log in here and enter the room through here and get that Liberty Toolkit so you can get to using it for the next 7 days. All right, there it is. That was really fast. Just wanted to run that by the trial people really quick so they knew what they were looking at. There you go, trial people. And stop never got hit on the YM, so you're still in. Yes, what
Stop
did you say?
didn't
To
get hit
stop?
on the ES. Nope.
What do you want to stop at?
I had it at 23.25 is where I had it. It didn't get hit yet. So
Like 325.
came close.
All right.
Came close.
All right. There you go. Still on the long side. Good job. All right. Let's see what we got here. Bounce again. Could be a little fake out breakout on the range. That's probably could be. Could be. That's a good Gord. Good eye on that. Could be a little. We call that a fake out breakout. So it pops above the range and then turns around and then shoots back down. That would be a fake out breakout. That's what we call that. BD is 9 p.m. session and training. So Zoom again. So it's Zoom. Guys, it's built into the website now. So again, real quick, just while you guys aren't stopped out yet, this should just take you directly to the Zoom link for the members meeting session. Okay. All right, that'll take you straight to the Zoom link. You'll just make sure to download Zoom on your computer or whatever you're using ahead of time. So make sure to download Zoom before you click on that link. All right, so you got that for BD. Captain K, make sure to download Zoom. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Captain K. I'm just working down the list here. Where is the recording session for? I don't know if we were recording the 9 p.m. sessions, Harold. I think it's just more or less show up when you can, and you'll get to see some people review their trades for the day, Harold. BD. I'm not sure. Let's see. No recording. I don't know. I don't think we're recording that session because it's really just an open forum for the members to talk about the trades, show the charts and kind of what they did. A lot of members show their actual trades that they did for the day. So it's a good session just to be in from time to time at 9 p.m. Not sure what happened, but in the day is working on it. Okay, Captain K is working on that. Lots of block sales. Yep. Lot. Well, we can see that. You know, Eddie. Here's the cool thing about using the tick chart. I don't need anything to see that there's a lot of block orders right here, right? The chart tells me. Tick chart tells me that. That makes sense, Eddie? We can already see that. That is the cool thing about us using the tick chart. 800. Ooh. If you want to get in touch. Oh, and if you have any chart issues or anything like that, Lope will help you out. Thank you, Lope, for putting your email out there. Stop still never hit on the YM or ES guys. So
Since it moved out of the range, I'll go ahead and move it up to 2450 right now.
All right.
ES.
2450 on the ES stop. YM. Get yourselves up to let's see, probably right around 8. Let's call it 8. Probably going to be flat on it. 8.
That's close.
846. 846. Probably going to get you though. Ooh, that got close, didn't it?
It's close.
Keep pushing.
I like to call them tight.
Well, that's a smart move in this area, right? I mean, that's just a smart move.
Even though you do have fresh air all the way up to probably 4330 up there. Shit.
I like the way you say that. Fresh air.
Well, no
do like
congestion or whatever.
I know. I like the fresh air. It's like a NASCAR term, right?
It's broken the previous high right there. It's broken it 4 times. This should continue to go right here. Well, I say it should. Oh,
Not. I mean,
no.
we know that there's some pretty good amount of sell orders in this area too. So both YM and ES. That's why you just have your stops in. Anybody close to getting a runner on this? Anybody? Anyone close to getting a runner on this one? I would think somebody would be, right?
It's been running sideways for so long, it's hard to get one.
Well, if you re-entered 15, you already got the runner.
Right.
Even if you got 16, you got the runner. Anybody close to the runner? It should be few people. Fresh air, what's that? It's hard to come by in Los Angeles. We did take the stop on the YM, so hang in there, guys. Hang in there. If it can push one more time, probably get the upside. If not, flat with a good trade. Either way, everybody should be happy with it.
Just flat.
Yeah,
Right there.
YM about to be flat as well, I guess.
That was a
All
good
right.
one.
Yep. Good trade, guys. Good job, everybody. $10. We count 10 points as a runner on the ES, 100 points on the YM as a runner. So I didn't get any reports of anybody needing some ticks.
Hey, that's
So
good. That is good news.
that leads me to believe that most people are pretty green this morning. So it's getting close to 11. This is about the time we slow it down in the mornings. So obviously you're getting another little buy signal on the ES. YM, you're getting a little buy signal too. But again, that's the same thought as before. I'd rather you buy above the highs. Rather you buy above the highs. Wait for it to break out of that.
And it just went above the high.
And then wait for a retracement. Then take the buy signal. Hey, novel concepts brought to you by Jack Handy. So let's swing back down. Then you can take the next buy signal, most likely. Again, most people should be done for the morning. Most of you guys should be done for the morning. Members, most of you members should be done for the morning. Guys, trust me. Most of you should be done for the morning. I haven't gotten any reports that you need help. So we're going to slow it down a little bit. Usually this is a good time to review what happened in the morning. So you guys want to do a quick review real quick while it's shopping around? Great morning.
Let's go
Good
for
job,
it.
Stretch. Way to go.
Good job, Stretch.
Quick review. All right. Quick review. We'll start with the ES this morning. Quick review. Guys, let's do it. Let's do it with the global crosshairs because this worked perfectly today, right? So let's just back up real quick. Let's back it back up. So what did we do this morning? First thing, we got here around what, 8:15. Let's get back there real quick. Yes, is dropping down some. Oh, that's too far back. There's a 8:15. 8. I'm just going crazy here. Here we go. All right. First trade we talked through. Little short trade here. Then we're doing numbers. We're saying, okay, let's oh, never mind. That's 8:15. Here we go. Geez, what's wrong with me? Tell me I'm doing something stupid here, boss hog.
Well, what are you doing?
We were waiting, review in the morning. So, all right, here we go. Kind of waiting for the news to come out. Got the up reaction. We said, okay, we're going to be in a range bound day. I don't think anybody did anything on the short side here. Then we said, all right, let's see if it keeps playing in the range. Then we had a nice little, we talked through a little long trade from the zone. Had a little M trade here you could take advantage of. Talked through the little W trade there. We talked through the little M trade. So that should have been enough for people to be good for the morning. And then we talked through this M trade. All right. And then we said, what do you want to see? Same thing, right? You want to see that topping pattern for the M. So that was plenty for you guys to get through the morning. Boss Hog called a W here. Wait, called the W here. And we said, okay, we want to see the same little pattern for the short trade here. That should have been plenty for everybody. Boss Hog called the W here. You guys could have taken that to the long side. And then that was your morning, guys. And then we waited, got a little swing down, called the first touch rule. And then what did we say? We said, wait for the swing out of this or take your sell stop on the short side. Then we had a nice little 9-tick rule. So those that paid attention waited for it to swing out, took the 9-tick rule on the long side. Then we had the last M that we called on the short side. And then since then, we've been looking at the long side. So that is your morning on the ES. Two-way trading. So those were the only trades we talked through. Did I miss a trade, Boss Hog? Those are the ones we talked through, right?
No.
No, I didn't miss a trade. So those are the ones we talked through. Now, how many people followed along with those trades and took 2 or 3 of those and got good for the morning on the ES? How many of you guys actually did that? Those were the trades we talked through. I mean, Green Jeans, I know did it. Who else? Eddie did. You did. You did a few, 2 or 3 of them. Good. Then that's exactly what we want you doing. Don't do every trade. 2 or 3. Guys, we average 8 to 9 trades in the morning that we talk through. Your job is to pick 3 of them. So good job, Eddie. Good job, Green Jeans. Great job, Stretch. Harold did a good job. Harry, good job. I think more than those people did a good job, but everybody's being quiet this morning for some reason. And look at the same thing on the YM while we're still chopping around here real quick. Review the morning. Same type of deal. Oh, by the way, guys, did you notice that we also had a lot of confluence on the zones working? How well have the zones worked on the ES this morning, guys? Look at the zones. I would say that's the zones working. Zones working. Zones working. Zones working. Zones working. Amazing stuff, right? All right. YM really fast while we're still chopping around. Same thing on the YM. Zones were working this morning. Get back real fast to that 8. So we did the same thing with the YM. It wasn't much different. Just a couple different calls on the YM. So we waited for the news. We waited for the news here. I think we passed on that little short trade. And we said, okay, another little M here. First touch rule on the YM for the down signal. And we said, wait for another M to form. Never happened. Got up here. We said, okay, we're in a zone. Look at a 9-tick sell signal or 16-tick rule. So that was one short trade we talked through. Then I believe we looked at the first touch rule here again. And then this is about the point where Boss Hog was calling. Oh, there we go. First touch rule again. We looked at that one. And here's the point where we started. Boss Hog called the W on the ES. So we said, okay, what were we saying right here for both the ES and YM? Watch that prior swing high, right? You guys remember us talking about watching the prior swing high? Starting to get a little bit of a long signal, guys. Guys, remember? Talking about that prior swing high. Break of that becomes kind of a buy signal. Anybody? Somebody, please, somebody say you remember, because it hurts my feelings when you don't. Thank you, Green Jeans.
Yeah.
You're always there for me, for my emotional stability. Guys, we did talk about this. Watch the prior swing highs. Above that, you want to chill out on short trades and maybe look at a long. Those are almost exact words we use, right? If it breaks the prior swing highs, chill out on the short trades, maybe look for the long. There you go. Long. And then we talk through the first touch rule here. Decent little long trade. Then we said, chill out. What did we say here? Again, same thing on the ES. We said, okay, you either take the breakout on the short side or you wait for it to swing down and get a buy signal, right? Wait for it to swing down, get a buy signal. So that's what you should have done. And then another little buy signal. Let's see what we were looking at. We said, chill out here for a little bit. I think we did the sell here, right? Sell signal there. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we did the buy signal here, right? We didn't take this, but we said, okay, let's try to take a stab at a buy signal, then be patient. There's where the W was called. And here was the re-entry for the YM on the long side. So we did call this W. And then Boss Hog called the re-entry for the ES and the YM right here on the long side. And that was your morning. On the YM at least. Again, you had a little buy signal on the YM and ES. All right. Always good to review what happened. So you guys, your job when we do a review is to take notes and say, okay, did I follow that? Can I see that? Those of you on the long side, targets off. Isn't it great that I could call a long trade while I'm doing a review? You guys hear me call the long trade while we were doing a review? I said there is a long signal. So who did it? Damien, good job.
Good job, Damien.
Anybody else? Sandra, good job. Harold, good job. Why did I say that would be a long signal? I was able to do that during the review.
You can see the W
Double.
forming right there. Yeah.
Saw the
that
W
double top.
forming.
Yep.
There you go. Had a little double bottom. Couldn't push past the prior little consolidation. There was a prior swing here, a little double bottom. There's a decent little long signal. And the funny thing about that is right after I said there's a long signal, my computer gave the pretty little beep for the long signal on the YM chart. All right. Stops up a little bit, worries out, guys. Lock in some ticks. Lock in some ticks. Sandra. Hey, Sandra, good job. Harold, good job. Lock in a few ticks, guys. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Mind calling stops for them for a second, Boss Hog?
I will do that.
I got 2 people on the YM. Give me 1 second.
Oh, in the YM. Okay. What is up? All right, stop should be somewhere around 30. Let's see, 33, 860. Yeah, about 860 on the YM. Did anybody take the short on the ES? Oh, good job, Green Jeans. Where you ever stop at now?
Made it back. YM, you guys are still long on the YM. Your stops
Yeah.
It's 870 is a good stop on the YM. Are you guys still long or short on? Did you guys short the ES?
Yeah, well, I told them to where to move the stop on the YM, and I think me and Green Jeans are the only 2 that are short on the ES.
All right, good little long trade, guys. Still long on the YM, so there's no reason to be out of that.
I think Green Jeans movie stopped down to about say 329.
Everybody else, you guys are just waiting patiently for a good buy signal. All right. If you're not short, you're just patiently waiting for a good buy signal. Now watch this thing
2750,
bust.
Boss Hog. I mean, Green Jeans.
If we break below that
26.
consolidation area,
26. It's going down.
yep, there you go. If it breaks below the that's what I'm about to say. If it breaks this consolidation area, it's going back down, guys. So that's
Come
that's a
on.
place to keep your eye on. YM, same thing. If it breaks that little consolidation area, it's going back down. So just keep your eye on that. Starting to get a decent little buy signal on the YM, but I think be a little patient on that. Just be patient. I don't think I would just jump on a buy signal without it being a W right now. Because what this is actually starting to look like, guys, is what?
It's
Yeah,
flat
9 tick
now, yeah.
rule.
Yeah.
Starting to look like, there you go, Wolf Guy. That's what it's starting to look like. So keep your eyes on these lows. If it breaks the lows of the consolidation, then you confirm that this was a FOBO trade, and you probably want to be on the short side. Other than that, there was your swing down and your 9 tick rule and your 16 tick rule on the YM on the long side with a little bit of a first touch rule. But again, I think most people need to be patient on this. Don't chase, don't chase, don't chase. What are we looking for? Rather have a W to buy here. Again, what are you trying to do if you're trying to buy here, you're trying to buy into highs again. I personally think that's silly. Let the swing happen. Right? So if you didn't take the 9 tick rule or the 16 tick rule on the YM, don't get in the trade. The YM looks like it might give you a second chance with a little wonky W, but coming from the zone. See how the zones work, guys? See how the zones work? See how the zones work? Who is taking advantage of the zones? Actually did not turn into be a FOBO trade just yet. And if it were going to be one, usually that run just keeps running. So just keep an eye on it. And again, guys, break below that consolidation. That becomes a pretty solid sell signal. But you can even just call it the zone. Break below the zone.
Yeah, it's been a strong zone all morning right there. All morning.
Yeah, if it breaks below that zone, then it becomes a pretty strong sell signal. Still doesn't want to bust through the top of the range either. I mean, it's just peeking its head up there, but nothing to say, hey, we really can stay heavy on the long side. And so most of you people should still be trading lighter today. Trading lighter. YM still in that zone. Didn't break the prior high on the 15-minute chart. You can just look at the wick. So we're still trading in the zone on the YM. Actually, that probably could go up to there, really. Still trading in the zone on the YM in that range, if you will. Sorry, range. ES is acting like that's what it wants to do, still trading the range, but we're staying above the 5-period moving average. So maybe you wait for a little bit of a pullback, get yourself a little W trade in maybe on the long side. There you go. Maybe a 16 tick rule here, or just be patient, wait for it to swing down a little bit. It looks like it wants to push down a little bit more, guys. And so any trade you take at this point, you want to scalp into it. What do I mean scalp into it? Take your targets extremely fast.
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room for live trade calls, visit libertytradingclub.com and register for a 3-day trial. During your trial with us, you'll have access to the trade room for live trade calls and participation in chat to have your questions answered by our coaches, as well as access to our training modules, live meetups, and indicators. Visit libertytradingclub.com. Please like, subscribe, and share.